Welcome to Funnier Off Stage. This is going to be Mic Drop Comedy's own podcast hosted by me, Camille Waters, and we will have special guests each time. This guest, our first guest, the very specialist guest, is Mr. Mikey Perry.
What's up, everybody?
Hell yeah. Super excited to have Mikey Perry with us. If you don't know Mikey Perry, if you've been sleeping under a rock, you've been missing out. Mikey Perry runs Ube World, which is the only all-Filipino show in San Diego. It's so lit. It's such a great time. He's also a regular here at Mic Drop Comedy Club. So if you're missing Mikey Perry, that's on you. You have so many chances. Come see him. We're going to learn a lot more about Mikey today and just have a good time. Mikey, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So to get Mikey comfortable, I'm going to start with not really much about you. Let's start with getting something off the internet and see how it goes. I'm going to read you a Am I the Asshole? And you get to decide if somebody's the asshole.
All right, let's do it.
Are you a judgmental person, Mikey?
I can be, but not always out loud.
Very cryptic. Very cryptic. Let's get into this. Let's see if Mikey thinks if this person's the asshole. Am I the asshole for locking my girlfriend outside for her own good? 22 male, so my girlfriend, 21 female, has a bit of a wanderlust. I'm almost positive she has some form of ADHD because she is incredibly forgetful and at all times careless. She'll do things like leave her purse, books, phone, and at times her keys in the car, boil an egg on the stove, only to remember once the water is completely evaporated and it is burning, as well as other appliance-related problems. Oh, she sounds... Yeah. She always talks about how she'll get around to getting diagnosed and medicated, but never does, apparently. She's been like this her whole life. Anyway, we recently moved in together, a house that belonged to my grandmother, but we both pay utilities, taxes, bills. And it's been great, honestly, except for this little problem. The major point of this contention right now is how she will at times leave through the back door in the middle of the night and walk and be gone for hours. We have had disagreements about this multiple times in the past where I've told her that her walks are dangerous and make me uncomfortable. She will leave around 1, 2 a.m. to walk around our rural neighborhood for hours at a time, sometimes when her phone is on low battery. I have no idea why she does this. She told me that it's exercise and she enjoys the solitude, but it makes me uncomfortable AF. I worry about what could happen in the middle of the night with no one around, and she doesn't appreciate me coming with her too much. Worse yet, she will leave the back door unlocked because she still hasn't gotten her own set of keys. So it's up to me to readmit my wayward girlfriend every few nights. I've decided to draw the line. I've refused to unlock the back door and had it locked from both ends, so she's forced to use the front door for her trips. Not even she would dare to leave the front door unlocked to go gallivanting into the night. So I'm good on that end. The only thing is she gets incredibly frustrated at me and called me controlling and hasn't been talking to me. I don't think I am, when she refuses to behave like this, is it like a literal sensible adult. So am I the asshole?
Damn, that was a lot. Is he the asshole? The question is he an asshole for locking the door on her?
That's the question.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough because it's like, all right, you need to go for a walk at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then for a couple of hours through the back door. What? Right. I was like, at first I was like, okay, he's kind of mean for being like, hey, you got ADHD.
You didn't have to roast her for 10 minutes before you got to this story.
I'm just gonna give you a diagnosis right now. You got ADHD, and then you're mad at her for putting off going to get actually diagnosed.
Right.
But nobody knows if she actually has ADHD.
Right.
Or if she just needs grandma's house to stay at, but she wants to do her own thing.
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, is he an asshole for locking her out? in a sense, I mean, it's like it goes both ways because like she's an asshole for leaving the door unlocked,
At
going through
1 in the morning
yeah.
for hours.
And then what is he gonna do? Is he if he sees that he's gonna be like, oh shit, the door's unlocked. She's out on one of her magical walks, so I'm gonna lock the door to be safe.
Yeah.
But it's like then it's like, well, now is it on him to have to stay awake until she gets back to unlock the door because she doesn't have a key? Like she made that choice to leave at 1. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Hopefully she's, you know what? She could just be like a werewolf or something. That's the only explanation I could give her. Maybe that's what it maybe
She
that's what
seems
it
to
is.
be a werewolf.
We got to ask him like does this happen on full moons? Or is this like a half crescent type of night?
Half crescent. Is it a moon crescent?
What is
When
it?
she
Is it half
starts
crescent
to-
an actual moon?
Because she could be doing it for his safety, you know. Maybe she's thinking about him because she's a werewolf.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. She's like, look, I got to get out of here. You're not going to believe me. I don't want to talk about it. But just don't lock the door.
Right.
That's the only thing she's asking.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other things that part. I was trying to memorize all the beginning.
Mikey,
and then,
I think you're a really good person for going straight to she's a werewolf and not she's sleeping with somebody. Because my
Look.
mind was, oh, she's cheating on you.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna,
No, she's not cheating.
I'm not saying it.
She's not cheating. She is a werewolf. And werewolves are people too. And, you know, respect her werewolf boundaries is the thing.
Right.
You know?
And, you know, she might have to go out and fight vampires and make sure he's because they live in a rural neighborhood. So that means because at first rural neighborhood. So that means they're like out in the woods.
Right. Where her people are, you know. Maybe
Yeah.
she's got a whole tribe of werewolves. And
Yeah,
she
I
has to
don't-
go like with her friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she just I don't know.
She could also be vigilante. I'm also
She might be
vigilantes
part
on
of the
tape.
Kick-Ass crew.
Right. She's on
You
the
don't know.
Kick-Ass.
She might be the 5th member that we don't get to see in the movies.
You know what? I was thinking that I was thinking that he wasn't the asshole because she was being rude, but now like there are reasons to be out at 1 in the morning for hours now.
Yeah, I mean-
werewolf, vigilante, kick ass,
Right. She could be preventing crime.
stopping crime. I mean, we should ask him what's the crime in his neighborhood. Has it gone down since y'all moved
Right.
in?
There's some questions that we need to follow up on before we know
Mm-hmm.
if he's overreacting by locking the door for his own safety. It's like, dude, don't be selfish.
Don't be selfish.
If you're that worried that somebody's out there in the neighborhood, then maybe you should keep the door unlocked. So maybe she's running from something, and she needs to get in the house quick.
Ooh, maybe
it's-
she's the
'Cause
queen pin. Now she could be like
right.
she got a nighttime job.
It's like she just doesn't want to tell you because
Ignorance
plausible
is bliss.
plausible deniability. If the police come and ask you, hey, what do you know anything about your girl being a queen pin? You're
Sure
like,
don't.
No, hell no, I don't.
I sure don't.
I know she's crazy.
Right.
I know she might have a attention problem.
She got
There's
no
no-
problem paying attention.
She got a little problems paying attention and communication maybe, but other than that, there's no way with somebody with these disabilities can be a queen pin.
Low-key, now I don't think he deserves her is where I'm at with it. Now I don't even think he does he deserve to be in this relationship?
He definitely needs to be understanding. Like why control somebody's physical fitness? It's like if that's her reasoning, like does she seem like she's losing weight? Does she seem like she's getting tone in her ankles? Like I don't know what walking
Why
does for you.
the ankles?
How's her diet? You know what I mean? We got to figure this out because it's like, is her diet matching her story?
You know what? He's not asking the right questions. He's too busy diagnosing her with ADHD is he a doctor? Now he's a doctor. Now she got ADHD. She just trying to be fit, and sometimes she forgets stuff on the stove.
Yeah. I don't know. How long did they say they were together?
He didn't even say.
Oh.
While he said everything else about her business, he didn't even say that.
I know.
While he telling
Well, I
all
mean,
her
they live
business.
together. They live in his grandma's house.
Right.
So maybe her grandma like possesses and like makes her go on walks. Like maybe grandma wants to get out of the house.
Oh, Sixth Sense or paranormal activity.
Right. Like that's why she can't explain. It's not that she's losing attention. It's like it's just not her at the moment.
Okay. That's
I still think she's a werewolf. It's the only thing. Like she has to be. I'm sure she's great.
I think werewolf is easiest answer. I'm gonna go with like, keep it simple. Werewolf.
I mean, what does she smell like when she get back? Is like that's gonna tell you everything you need to know. That'll tell you.
Right.
That's gonna tell you exactly what she
Right.
turns into at 1 a.m.
Right. Because if she smells like a dog, then werewolf. If she smells like Givenchy for men, she cheating.
Right.
If she smells like leather, she Batman.
Yeah.
So we got the smell test. That's very fair.
But
That's
I mean,
very
she
fair.
does. She has to be able to get. I mean, make her a key. I guess. Like it's like okay, you're gonna go on these
Easiest.
walks. Make her a key. Like
Make her a key.
there's stray mountain lions outside.
This
I think they're all strays.
in the rural area, there's multiple mountain lions. So yes, agreed.
Right.
For his safety. Okay.
Let's do another one. Or was that the only one?
Yeah, we're just warming up. We gotta.
Let's do a whole podcast.
That was the whole podcast. We could do one more off.
I didn't know he was about to give us a whole fucking 1-star Yelp review on his girlfriend. Like, what the fuck?
This girl sucks, and let me tell you why.
Yeah.
First off, she forgetful. Second off, she be running around at night. Right, just break up. I think that's also the easy thing. You don't like her.
Just
apparently.
lock her out one last time for.
The final lockout.
Yeah.
The final lockout. He don't like her. So he just go ahead, there's plenty of fish and werewolves in the sea. So he could find him another one. You want to do one more off the internet and then get into the question? All right. This is a quick one. And this one's more about you. So Mikey, next question off the web. You're being sold as an action figure. What 2 accessories do you come with?
I'm being sold. They decided, you know what? Action figures are going to be comedians.
Yeah.
We're going to have a whole line of comedian action figures.
Yes, comedian action figures.
Specifically San Diego ones.
What a terrible line of action. In action figures.
What 2 things I would need? My accessories?
Yeah.
Probably some type of hat. If it's like a Lego, then I need the wig. Also, I need the hair with it.
I mean, that's already gonna be on you. I need for me, I would have like a glass of whiskey and probably a vacuum. So you gotta think of like 2 things you use the most. In your life.
Not like.
Not your outfit.
Not like when I'm coming out to the ring.
You're a wrestler figure. What's happening?
That's what I'm picturing. Yeah. What other action figures are there?
I mean, like G.I. Joe, like they got Kung Fu grip, and it comes G.I. Joe be coming with like a some of them come with like a machine gun, some of them come with like a.
I don't keep a lot of things on me. Maybe a backpack.
A backpack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll probably be empty.
Empty.
Can it be empty or it's just plastic and it's just solid plastic?
Yeah, just solid plastic. I don't think it needs to be zip. I mean, how expensive do you think this action figure is? I'm talking about basic action figure. You talking about Gucci action figures.
I want a Gucci backpack.
Real actionable backpacks.
I
want a Gucci backpack.
And maybe like a jar of marijuana.
Okay, fair.
But my hand is forever just like this.
And you can take it out and you can put it back in.
Yeah, and I might have more in my backpack, but you don't know.
But it don't open.
You don't know.
You don't know what's
It's not
in
that
there.
expensive.
It's not that expensive. You can upgrade.
That
to
would
the
be cool if you could open the jar and pour it into the backpack. Because.
Yeah, just because. I think that would sell. I think that would sell very well.
I think it would too. Maybe
would it have some phrases? Would you like a phrase? Like pull a string and then you say something like, don't go in my backpack.
I just like it would be. I think it'd be cool if it like just smoke came out of my nose,
like a dragon.
Yeah. And then my eyes turn red like slowly, and then in the backpack might have a little bit of eye drops in there.
There might be a little eye drops in the backpack.
It might have some snacks.
You definitely need snacks.
Maybe some
backpack.
ube.
Yeah.
Some ube cookies. Maybe a Tupperware of lumpia. That was.
Tupperware.
That's about it. I think I have too many accessories now.
Now I have too many
Now I'm on my
accessories.
own line of I
Right.
have my own accessory line.
Well, you know the action figures, you can't have all the accessories at once, so they could buy additional accessories to go in your backpack. So you could like expansion kits, you know.
Oh yeah, kind of like you know those dolls where you can feed it and it poops.
Yes.
But instead, it's just put things in the backpack and empty it out.
Put it in and out the
I don't want
backpack.
to poop. I don't want my action figure to poop.
Yeah, I don't think they sell those anymore. I think
Oh,
they
they
did
stopped
that. I think they did that after.
because they were eating the children's fingers.
What?
I heard
The dolls?
Well, because it would just because it goes where you like feed it things.
The dolls were eating children's fingers?
On accident, but sometimes kids don't know the difference between food to feed somebody else and their own fingers. Like they just can't tell. It's just hard to tell.
Mikey, I honestly did not hear that, but you know what? I'll go with it. Let's say it happened. You know, they was eating the kid.
This is
I don't
Google
think
it.
they were
It's a
making
thing.
the doll's teeth that sharp to be eating people's fingers.
No, it's like nothing's bleeding or anything. Like it's not like I don't even think it had teeth.
Yeah, I don't imagine they would.
Just
Why would you give a doll teeth?
It just was made so that when you put things in in the mouth, it like came with like little fries and like carrots, like things that you can like put it into the mouth, and then the mouth would like automatically just start chewing and sucking.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's dry. Everything's dry. There's no like liquid. There's no moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it would hurt. It would hurt if you got your finger
So
cut in
that's
it.
why it would hurt.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay.
What episode is this?
This is episode 1
All
of
right.
Funnier Off Stage. And that's worth a Google. That is worth a Google.
I'm pretty sure I remember that correctly. Like it was a whole YouTube video.
Honestly, it sounds like a scary movie.
It's
Was it a scary movie?
No, I'm just Google top 5 mojo or not is like top 10 toys that were banned or like canceled or whatever.
Okay.
Taken off
everybody.
the shelves.
Google top 10 toys banned, taken off the shelves. And let's figure this out. I think this could be a group project, you know?
Yeah, and tell me if I'm a liar.
I don't think you're a liar. I don't think you were a truth teller, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I have ADHD and like to go on walks.
No, maybe I have ADHD.
You know what?
I like to go on walks. I don't need this judgment.
I don't care what moon it is.
Crescent all the way, baby. Okay. Well, that was a good amount of. Now let's learn some more about Mikey Perry. Next question, Mikey. Who is the funniest person that you know? It could be family, friends. It could be another comic. It doesn't have to be another comic.
Funniest person I know?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Eric Esteban. Look up his special, Miscellaneous Brown.
Oh my gosh. So funny. So funny.
And
talented. Talented dude.
we're actually we're going to Chicago in March. We're gonna do a whole thing, Kanakuyas. Look up Kanakuyas too. So it's pretty much the Filipino American comedians that also enjoy canna.
Enjoy canna.
That we put in backpacks and jars.
Backpacks and jars. That Shy City, y'all are in for a treat. That's gonna be so.
Sometimes just you don't have to smoke the cannabis. You just open the jar, smell it, and you feel better. You don't have to actually
the aroma. Just waft it, you know.
Yes.
Just open it.
Treat it like fine wine.
Mikey, just a little marijuana sommelier. I love it. I love that for you.
Sommelier, I don't know what that means.
It's a wine connoisseur, and I could also be saying it wrong.
You probably are.
Yeah. Probably. But that's really cool. That's so fun.
But yeah, no, Eric Esteban's hilarious. I remember meeting him at the Burbank Comedy Festival. I don't even remember what year. A few years, 3 years ago. And we've been really good friends ever since. And I remember just happened to be walking by him doing his set and just like was like, oh, I gotta meet this guy.
Yeah, I've heard enough. We're gonna be friends now.
Yeah, we're friends. I don't meet many people like that guy, so
Yeah, no,
he's a good guy.
That's awesome.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess in my family, I would say, my grandma passed away a couple years ago, but she was always hilarious. She was the one that was, I think, the whole rest of my family, that anybody that has a sense of humor got it from her. Yeah. Like she would just say the craziest things and wouldn't care. We would be shopping at TJ Maxx and she would just pick up a scarf and be like, Mikey, look, and then be like, I'm like, Grandma, what? Put the goddamn. Now we gotta buy that.
You can't just do that in the store. We gotta buy this scarf.
You can't just fucking floss yourself
in the store
with the scarf.
That's what you can do when you're older. You can do that.
Yeah, she don't care. She would talk to me in Tagalog for like 5 minutes, and then my mom would be like, "You're speaking Tagalog," and she'd be like, "Oh, dang it, I gotta say all this again in English." I thought I was already speaking English. Like, Grandma, stop it.
I thought I was already speaking English.
You thought you were just gonna get away with? You just thought I was just gonna understand this time?
You're like, he'll figure it out. If I go long enough, he'll get the context clues. Like,
yeah, but yeah, those are the funny people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my grandma was hilarious too. Yeah, that's awesome. It's always nice to hear like who comedians think are funny, because you know those people are probably extra funny, because we know some people who aren't funny. But we're not gonna get into that because it's not a shady podcast. This is a nice podcast. We're nice here, Mikey.
I didn't look. I think everybody's hilarious.
And now Mikey's lying on the podcast. Oh my goodness, we can't. I can't. I know I can't. Mikey Perry. All right. So now we're gonna do the next section. It's called Off the Record. I'm gonna ask you extremely personal questions, 5 of them. You can answer the questions, or we worked it out. He can dab, but you have to dab as many dabs as the question numbers. Does that make sense? And is that a great rule? No, it's not. But that's what we're doing. All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
Can we get a practice dab?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I loved it. This is going to be great. All right. Extremely personal questions for Mikey
Extremely.
Perry. Yeah. What is your most embarrassing experience?
Most embarrassing experience. I gotta think about this. I don't know. I guess we'll keep it comedy. Because let's go with the most embarrassing bomb I've had. Because nowadays I don't really feel embarrassed when I bomb. I'm just like, whatever, dude.
It's like, y'all didn't get it. These jokes were hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I think at a certain point you gotta feel that way. You gotta be able to pass that.
Yeah.
But it was probably like maybe the 3rd time I ever went up, and it was probably like a couple months in, and I just was so excited, and I invited everybody I knew, and this was back when they show up. Everybody I knew, my friends from like 3 different parts of my lives, like my family, all family that was in town, and then this, I don't think this was the 3rd. This was probably like, it was probably a couple months in, but I did a good amount of open mics, so I was pretty confident. And it was just bad. I went up and it was like a contest, and it was just embarrassing because like everybody that was there for me, I had like 80% of the crowd there, and I'm bombing. I'm like, y'all can't.
Right? How did you bomb with 80% of the crowd?
Y'all can't fake laugh at me at least. Like, what is this? Like, what? I'm talking about my family up here.
Hello.
Everybody's like, oh, I thought he was gonna talk about that thing that happened today. And I was like, dude, what is going on? Like, yeah, it was bad. And what's even worse is I know that they all still voted for me. It was a crowd vote.
Yeah.
And I still didn't even pass. Like
With 80%.
80%, I'm the number one pick. And they were just like, nah, dude.
Nah, dude.
We're not letting you do that. So
that was a mess.
it was bad. It was embarrassing. I think I like didn't go back on stage for like at least like a month and a half. I was like, damn. But I feel like we all feel that way kind of in the beginning. You can never expect how long the road could possibly take. Yeah. And you're just hoping that you are going to be the LeBron James of this and go straight out of high school.
Right.
And straight to the finals.
Yeah. And
that is just, even in basketball, like who else is LeBron besides LeBron ever?
Right.
So it's just like, I mean, and then look at Kevin Hart. People when they first heard of Kevin Hart, they're like, damn, how did this guy just blow up? It's like, this dude has been grinding
right.
for a long, like 10, 15 years before you think he blew up overnight. Yeah. So yeah, it's, but I mean, that was pretty embarrassing. It was hard to go to work. It was hard to.
Honestly, nobody will humble you like your people. They'll be like, nah, we're not going to.
Dude, to this day, some of them won't come to a show.
It's like, remember that time 4 years ago where you wasted a whole night of my life?
6 years ago. Yeah. You remember that time where I came to support you?
And you want me to support you again?
You promised me you would do well?
And you did terrible?
Remember how sure you were? Yeah.
Come on now. Give Mikey another chance. He's very funny now.
Yeah. Jeez
Louise.
I sit down and everything.
I sit down and everything. You do be sitting down.
I get tired. Like, how long have I been up here? A minute and a half.
Whew. I need to take a break.
I sat down and stood up 3 times in a 5-minute set. Like, damn.
Mikey did 10 burpees during his set last night. Just hella burpees.
Smoked a cigarette in the middle of it.
Did a little karaoke. It was great. It was a good time. All right. That was a good one. That wasn't too bad. All right. What did you last search on Google?
What did I last search on Google?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see so you don't lie.
Wait, let me look at what it is first.
Or are you going to dab?
Here, I'm showing you. The last 2 things, right? Is down here, right? Post office is near me. What, y'all don't use the post office no more? You don't support stamps? What's going on?
Where you send it in the post office?
Yeah. Okay. I sell things on Poshmark from time to time.
Oh, he's fancy. Follow Mikey's Poshmark and buy his cool hats.
And the other thing that's a little bit more embarrassing is a cat's nose supposed to be wet?
I'm sorry. Can we do that one more time? What was that? A second Google search?
Is a cat's nose supposed to be wet? And do you want to know the answer?
I obviously want to know the answer. Yes.
A cold, wet nose is a sign of wellness in cats and dogs. Okay.
What did you need to know that?
It should not, because sometimes you just wonder.
Do you have a cat?
No, I'm allergic to cats.
Okay. All right. I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation because what?
I'm allergic to cats. What?
So what do you need to know about his nose?
You don't want to know. You don't. Okay, but what if I do one day, and
it had a dry nose?
Or it could be wet
or too wet. It was just dripping.
And I need to know because there's a lot of stray cats in my neighborhood, and I need to know: are these cats' noses wet because they're healthy, or because there was a flood 3 days ago?
You were concerned for the cats.
Yes.
There's a cat in my neighborhood. His nose seemed too wet. I needed to know.
Yeah, I was like, is it? Are you having trouble drying that nose? Because I know, are cats' noses like my carpet? Because if so, then you might have trouble drying that shit after a flood.
I'm sorry, kitten.
Because I know cats don't like water. Like, we all know this. Okay,
What?
I didn't have to Google that. I didn't Google that part.
All of it is ridiculous. You keep saying it like it's tracking. Like I'm gonna be like, this is a very
dude,
trackable
does this
sequence.
Does
No,
this
this
not
is
make
crazy.
sense?
It's crazy. Are you having trouble drying that nose, sir? Pause. Puss in Boots.
Okay,
Kitten,
I'm just saying
buddy.
we're in San Diego and we had the most rain I ever seen
So
since I lived here.
did you see a cat with a unnecessarily wet nose?
It was glistening a little bit.
All right.
I didn't touch it.
Every time I think I'm out, I'm back into this
Yeah,
daggone
I
cat
saw
story.
a shine.
Get me out of here. Get me out of the cat story. All right. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe me from the cat story.
Don't ask people questions about their Google search history
what?
if you don't want to know the explanations.
Honestly, that was a good lesson for me. That's something I needed to know. So
It's extremely personal.
it's extremely personal. And I was concerned for that cat. And I needed some stamps. And that was yesterday.
Yeah, but I knew that wasn't going to be acceptable for you.
I wasn't. The stamps wasn't working for me. So I am glad that there was a second.
I actually had to stop at the post office earlier but I found out it closed at 2. So I'm going to have to go back. I left that tab open so I can go back.
I left that tab open. I mean, that's sensible.
Yeah.
That's more sensible than the cat thing.
That
the cat
tab
thing
is still open too.
You know what? Please close it. Please close it.
No, I don't care if it slows down my phone a slight bit. It's worth it.
You're losing memory, and I can't deal with it. I can't have that
You're
on
losing
my
battery.
I can't have that on my conscience. Is the thing. Like I'm gonna be worried. Like I really hope Mikey closes that tab. You know.
Look,
It's
I
been
just
open
know
for-
that cats are important to people. Most people that don't have the allergy. I don't
Right.
get why people like there's
have
barely
cat allergies.
yeah, but barely nobody has like dog allergies.
People have dog allergies,
But not as much as cats is what I'm saying.
no. I think as much. What are you basing this off of?
I didn't Google that. Did you?
No, but I'm
okay, I
assuming
don't have a tab
I'm
for that.
assuming that it matches. I can't imagine that the number of cat allergies versus the number of dog allergies is that different.
I've met a lot of people. It's like that's kind of like me. That's like can't be around cats because of their allergies. But I've never met. I probably met like maybe 1 or 2. That's like I can't be around dogs. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I
You
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
We
How would I not get what you're saying? I haven't met a lot of people.
you see how I have that ratio in my head?
Yeah, but okay. I mean, I feel like people who have cat allergies probably also have dog allergies because it's like the fur.
But I don't.
Dylan, is it the same? If people have cat allergies, do they also have dog allergies? Because it's the fur.
I'm answering right now because I can. I've had dogs all my life. I can't be around cats.
So you can't be around cats.
No,
you
it's
can
different.
be
They
around
have different
dogs.
dander.
Different dander.
Okay, it's not about the hair.
Well, darn.
Yeah,
Darn
it's
for different dander.
Yeah, I will not be able to breathe around cats.
What if their noses are wet? Is it better for you then?
You know, I've always wondered if I've always wanted to meet like a tiger or something, or like a jaguar.
Huh? One more time?
A jaguar.
So many syllables. Extra. Okay.
You
go
never
ahead.
seen the commercial for the cars? That's how
I
they
don't
say
think
it.
you need to
And
say it like that.
I'm pretty sure the guy is German or whatever jaguars are.
Mm-mm.
And he says it in the voice and accent that you should be saying it in.
Mm-mm. Disagree. But
It's
okay.
like if somebody bought a Chevy and they're like, and they call it, we just call it Chevys, and we're like, no, it's a Chevy, and you're like, no, but it's out here in Australia we call them Chevys, and we're like, yeah, but it's American, you have to call it Chevy.
What? What did any of that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what my point is. I don't know what my point is, but I'm not lying. Is all I'm saying. There's no lies.
Jaguar. That's what we're doing today.
But I'm just
January
saying.
27th, 2024. We're doing Jaguars.
Look, drive one. They're smooth. If
That
you,
tracks. That tracks.
I'm just saying. I always wondered if I would be allergic to them.
Yeah. They're big cats. You're more allergic, I assume.
You think they have like
They have
just
more
stronger
dander.
Yeah.
More and stronger.
Yeah.
I
like,
think they definitely have stronger dander.
probably more testosterone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Right?
Do cats have testosterone?
No, I'm just saying probably the big cats do. They might have, but I'm just saying if they did have some testosterone or something like
Is
it.
that not a
are
human
all-
thing?
I don't know.
Do cats have human hormones? I thought that was a human hormone. Are we saying everything has testosterone? Do frogs have testosterone?
I would hope so.
Why? What do they need it for?
Well, I don't know. What do I need it for?
I don't either.
The frog needs it. Same reason why I need it.
The frog needs it to procreate. The frog needs the testosterone. So we're saying frogs have testosterone? And cats.
Exactly.
Have
And do big cats, Dylan, you tell us right now if big cats have more testosterone than house cats. And
I don't.
Is there a way to see how many people have Googled that before us? Does testosterone matter for gender with cats?
What?
Yeah, obviously males have more.
Oh, let's not obviously things. This is all confusing. I'm very confused. You know, every once in a while, I'll learn something new, and realize that I don't know a lot of stuff.
I didn't know.
You know?
I didn't know that you didn't know frogs didn't have testosterone.
I assumed testosterone and estrogen were human-based.
That's like saying only humans can have eyeballs.
I disagree. Because you can see eyeballs. You can't see testosterone. Why would I ever say that? I would never say that. I can see every animal that has eyeballs.
Okay.
I can see it on their face.
But okay, like that's like saying they can't taste things.
I mean, I don't know what they taste.
You can't see taste.
I don't know what they taste. I don't know what animals taste. Do animals
I
taste
do
things?
sometimes wonder if they can taste.
I assume they can't. My dog used to eat poop, so I assume he can't.
But
taste.
no, but
But
they
then he
don't have
wouldn't eat the
society telling them that poop is gross or poop doesn't taste good.
So do you think poop tastes good and you only don't eat it because society tells you not to? Is that what we're learning?
No, because I listen to society. I go by their rules. So I don't eat poop.
More reasons than that for you to not eat.
That's the sole reason.
We shouldn't need society to tell you that, Mikey. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that should be something you should do on your own.
Okay, well, I'll change my reasoning.
Please. Please.
I'll change my reasoning of why I don't eat poop.
Well, what else are you doing? Oh, okay, I can't get into it. I can't. We got more questions.
No, I don't eat. I don't eat poop, just like you.
I feel like you do eat poop.
We both don't eat poop. It's what I'm trying to say is we both don't eat poop.
We both got to the same place.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how we got there.
Yeah.
We both there. We both not eating poop, and that's on the same thing.
I agree that society got that one right.
Mikey, if society jumped off a bridge, would you do it?
You can't see society, just like testosterone. So it's just these things are unseen things, just like that guy's girlfriend, unseen. We don't see her either.
Werewolf. The werewolfstress. Is that a gender thing? Is it just all werewolves? Is there female werewolf? You know what? Let's not get into it. We're off the rails. We're off the rails.
I don't know, honestly. I would answer, but I don't know.
I would answer, but I don't know.
I would give you an answer.
You know what?
I'm not ashamed when I don't know something. I'm not saying that you are ashamed or anything. I'm just saying I didn't.
No, I do. But now I do.
I'm not saying you don't take responsibility. I'm just saying I do take responsibility. I'm not saying anything about you. Look, I don't know why. I don't know. Dude, that's a nice jacket.
What are you suggesting about me right now?
Nothing. I'm just saying you matched the walls well.
Mikey eats poop, so there's that. I'm not gonna take it.
That better not be the thumbnail for this first episode.
I'm not gonna be too offended because
I'm gonna be like, watch the rest of the episode.
Now, that better not be the thumbnail for this.
Don't project your dog's problems onto me.
He did. But then he wouldn't eat the food from the Whole Foods, like the fancy food. I'm like, bro.
If you didn't let him eat a little bit of poop first?
No.
Then he was like, give me a little bit of poop.
Let me get a little.
Then I'll
let
eat-
me
then I'll
let me
get
get
my
a little
nutrient.
nibble. No, no, he was the goodest. He was a good. All right. Awkward question number 3. Would you tolerate an open relationship?
Might not be too awkward.
Would I tolerate an open relationship?
Yeah.
Meaning like we're dating, but we're dating other people.
We're dating, and then the person that you're in a relationship with is like, I want to be in an open relationship. Would you be like, okay?
I don't. I'm not against open relationships, but like I just like for me, it's just like it would be too stressful, so I wouldn't want to.
So no.
So no, but like it would just be like because it's like for like
Yeah.
I got things to do. Like I don't need.
I got things.
Like what is your priorities right now?
Right.
Like what? You don't have like goals or
Nah,
anything
yeah, you
else
got
to
too
like
much-
focus on?
You got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah,
You got a lot of time.
You trying to juggle? Like what? Oh, okay, clown.
Oh, you trying to juggle?
Oh, we trying. Oh, yeah.
Okay, clown. You got some juggling you trying to do? What
Like
happened?
what? No, yeah. So, yeah, like it. But I mean, I get why other people do it, but that's like just a time in their lives where like, you know what, this is what is, yeah, and is like this is what I want to do. But I don't know. I don't have time for that.
I don't got time for
I
it.
don't have time for that.
At the end of the day, I don't got time for it. I
Yeah,
barely got time for one relationship. I can't imagine having two.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a whole. I can see that not being like it just date casually. I don't see it like if you're in an open relationship, then it's like, well, then you're just in an open relationship with everybody. You're not necessarily just in an open relationship with one person. I don't see how that makes sense. But maybe you know, maybe I don't have enough testosterone.
Get some frog.
Kiss a frog.
They got a lot of it, I think. All right. Fair. Okay. Here's the next question. This is number 3.
Is this number? I don't know.
We went off the rails. I'm gonna say this is 3. This is 3. Okay. Have you ever No, I think this is 4. This is the number that it is. Have you ever stolen anything?
Have I ever stolen? Yeah, of course.
Of course. Why of course?
Well, like, you know, I remember stealing. I was in middle school. So I'm pretty sure I can't be charged for this anymore. No, I'm joking. I stole, you know what? I stole ice cream from the cafeteria.
From the cafeteria?
I enjoy a strawberry shortcake from time to time. You know what I'm talking about with the dots?
Yeah, man. I know what you're talking about. Of course I know what you're talking about. Of course I've seen a strawberry shortcake.
Okay, so is it, if you don't have money for one, but you wish you did, and you know it's not going to hurt this big corporation of a middle school.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole reason people steal. They don't have the money for something, and they wish they did.
Not
Like,
sometimes people just steal because they like stealing, though.
But that's rich people problem. That's rich
That's
people be
true.
doing that.
I never stole when I had the money. I do think that's insane. That should be the crime.
That should be the crime.
It's like, wait, how much money do you have? It's like, okay, you're going to jail.
Okay.
You got
You're going
money
to
for
jail.
this? Like,
I'm
what?
sorry, you
Yeah.
have the money for this?
It's like there's so many things in life that'll give you a rush, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so to like be Winona Ryder about it is like crazy. Like, you just gonna
Wow. Right. You being wild. You got the money for this, you stealing.
yeah.
But I mean, that's a hard, but then you can't be like setting up those lines, because sometimes people be having the money for it, but they don't have the budget for it. Like, could you afford $20 worth of whatever it is? Yes. But would that $20 be better used in your gas tank? So then do you have the money for it? Yes. But can you really afford it? No.
I agree. That's why
And
I'm
now
like,
you just sent somebody to jail, Mikey.
I,
Arrested them, ruined their lives over $20. Mikey Perry.
Yeah, I did that.
I stick behind it.
I mean, I got caught for it because it was like after school when like the gym teacher was like there's ice cream missing, because I did it a couple times. I did it a couple times because I thought that nobody cared. I thought everybody knew.
I thought it was free ice cream.
I thought they were like, oh, you know what? Give that little poor Asian kid some ice cream. He's probably never had ice cream.
He probably never had ice cream.
Yeah, and it was just like, you know what? Let's just let him have ice cream, as long as he doesn't like tell anybody else about it. But no, I got in trouble.
How many did you take before you got caught?
Probably like 3.
I
I didn't do any more because I know baseball. So like I knew that after 3 strikes I'm out. I had to get out of there. I had to get out. So I used up my 3 strikes.
Yeah.
I didn't even try to go for the 4 balls, and I stopped. But the gym teacher, like, he pulled me aside. He's like, "Are you?" And I denied it. He was like, "Are you still in ice cream?" And I was like, "No, why would I do that?"
So did you get caught, or you never got caught?
No, because they saw on the cameras, and like just me going, like it was just obvious it was me, because it was like there's no cameras in the kitchen part, like where you get it, but like the hallways all had cameras, so it was just me going in there and coming out.
It was just me going in there without an ice cream and coming out with the ice cream.
No, I mean I put it in my pocket.
Oh.
But I can't. But you have to. But I'm moving weird now because I have ice cream in my pocket.
Moving.
So it's like it's like not only is it you're the only one going in and going out, but now you're walking weird. It's like it's the same thing. It's like when shit don't add up, red flags.
Mikey's a kleptomaniac, is what I heard.
No.
His overall was the yikes.
I used to get lunch for reduced prices, so it was 45 cents for my lunch. But so that's all.
But that didn't include the ice cream?
No, the ice cream was like $1.25. And I'm like, I got this whole meal, and I couldn't even be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna eat lunch today. I'm just gonna get ice cream. I didn't have
still
enough.
wouldn't even be enough.
Yeah. And if I just left the change there, I just didn't want to insult them and be like, oh, here's some change.
The system is broken.
Yeah.
Why would the ice cream be more expensive than the whole lunch?
Yeah. So it's like, well, just
America.
I just knew that I wasn't hurting anybody. It's a victimless crime. So,
So, okay, that's not terrible for stealing, You didn't steal like a Porsche or something. You just stole a little ice cream.
No, I don't know how.
A little ice cream here or there. If you did know how.
I don't know how to get away.
Too fast, too furious.
Yeah. No, I don't drive very fast, so I probably won't be able to get away.
Okay. I don't know how to get away. Oh, goodness. All right. So this is question 5. Ooh, okay. Have you ever betrayed someone? You can dab, but you would have to do 5 dabs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Am I a betrayer? I don't think I've betrayed. I can't think of a betrayal. So you're telling me everybody betrays?
I think everybody.
I'll try to dig.
Even if it's like a little betrayal.
Okay, let's think of
like
little betrayals.
Your friend thought this girl was hot, but you thought she was hot too, but he said it first, and then she liked you, and then you dated her, or you hooked up with her. Betrayal.
I would never do that.
Ooh, good friend. Good friend. Okay, how about do you have any siblings?
Yeah.
Your sibling
give me one.
Brought home some food that you wanted and you ate it while they weren't paying attention. Betrayal.
They do that to me. So can I say I've been betrayed?
No, that's not the question.
Okay. Give me another example. It's making me think I might have betrayed.
Right.
You know who I betrayed? My middle school.
For stealing all that ice cream.
I did betray them, and I did betray.
You betrayed their trust too.
Yeah,
because they trusted you not to steal ice cream.
Yeah,
and
they
you
did.
Stole
they
it.
definitely did not leave ice cream in that cooler anymore.
They had to move the whole.
They
crew.
had to change their whole system because
Yeah.
of me. Yeah.
Oh wow. Did they put cameras in there too? Because cameras are expensive.
I don't think so, because then it would have been like, just let them fucking have the ice cream. It would be we're gonna spend
We
all this
save
money.
We save money letting him have the ice cream than
Yeah,
adding in
so-
the additional cameras.
Yeah, I don't.
So can you apologize to your school? Can we get a quick apology to?
Greenbrier Middle School. I am sorry, the home of the Panthers. I know I betrayed the principal and all 4 vice principals and my homeroom teacher.
Well, who was?
I don't know. I don't even know what they could have looked like. And that's why I'm sorry. I wish that I read out loud more when I was called on when we were popcorn reading. And I should have read more than one sentence before choosing someone else. And I think that all led to me betraying and throwing everything away. I risked it all for a taste of that sweet pink.
No.
So I'm sorry.
Absolutely no. Are we doing
No.
sweet pink right now?
That-
Absolutely
Y'all don't call it sweet pink?
no.
Sweet pink on a stick?
Mikey betrayed us
apologize.
all by doing that apology and then playing around at the end of it.
No, that's not.
Because
what do you mean? That's the
sweet
most serious.
pink
I've
on
never.
the stick.
The sweet pink.
Sweet pink on a stick.
It's funny, but that doesn't mean that that's just not what it's called. That's probably why they started calling it that. Because it was like strawberry shortcake is not really like how can you really enjoy that in public and call it that?
right. What?
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, strawberry shortcake is the right. Is makes sense. Sweet pink on a stick is not.
Yeah, but if you're trying to be cool around your middle school friends and everybody has basketballs and taller than you, and they got the Jordan 12s and you got Sauconys or whatever.
What is a Sarconi?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how Michael Jordan, he has shoes?
Yeah, I know how Michael Jordan has
Okay,
shoes.
but then some people had to wear Shaq shoes from Walmart.
yeah,
and
are
that's
those
okay.
the Sauconys?
No.
What is happening? Right?
So,
What is?
Sauconys were one step above that.
Oh, so they were like
Yeah.
Pumas.
It was just like, we're not going to compliment you, but we're not going to make fun
We'll
of
let you live. We'll let you.
Yeah.
We'll let you live with
But
your
but we're
Sauconys.
not complimenting.
We're not gonna compliment you. You're gonna get no love for those.
Right.
So you got to go with sweet pink on a stick. I get it.
See, why did I have to do all that just for you to understand?
Yeah, that's
It's
you right.
exactly.
You're right.
Sweet.
I should have trusted your judgment.
That sweet pink
Nope. No, we're not. No.
on a stick.
No. No. I won't allow it.
And that, look.
Funnier Off Stage, brought to you by Sweet Pink on a Stick. That sweet, sweet pink.
Come to Ube. The next Ube World's going to have that on the special menu.
Sweet pink on a stick. And it's just going to be a strawberry shortcake ice cream. And
Yeah, and it's going to be kind of melted.
Why would it be melted?
Because we put it.
Because they have to bring it in their pockets. The servers all have to
And I don't
bring
think they know how to walk with it in their
it.
pockets.
You gotta walk weird.
Because I don't have the time to teach them.
What are you doing? What are you so busy? You so busy you don't have time to show people how to walk with ice cream in their pockets. You so busy.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't got the time.
it's
For
either
one
you
walking
got that in you
practice.
or you don't.
Oh,
You know?
there's no teaching. There's no teaching how
It's
to
either
walk
you
with
got
ice
it or you
cream.
don't.
Either you got it. Yeah, it's like the Washington Post. You get it or you don't get it. I get it. Do y'all got newspapers out here? San Diego's different.
The San Diego Tribune.
Right.
Y'all don't
Okay.
read the San Diego Tribune?
Does it have a slogan? Is there a slogan for the San Diego tree? A sweet pink on a
I'm gonna start my own ice cream truck.
You're gonna get banned from neighborhoods if you start selling sweet pink.
And that's gonna be the song playing, blasting out.
Yeah, nah, you're gonna get ASAP banned from every neighborhood. Like, please don't let your children go up to the sweet pink on a stick truck, because that doesn't sound okay.
You'll see.
Was that the last extremely personal question?
I hope so.
It was. Do you want to dab just because you didn't have to? I would love to see it. Like one full dab. Just give me a. I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing that just because I wanted to see it. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
The next is off the. Oh, I found a crazy off the wall. I find a crazy comment someone made on your page, and you get to respond to them.
Do I have a crazy comment on my page?
You do, but it's like very random. So it's like the
Aren't
most
they
random.
always?
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember this. Somebody named Clark said, you got potential. Don't waste it. I got some for you. HMURN 100. So hit me up right now. Do you remember this comment?
You got potential. Don't waste it, I guess. No. What is it? Oh, no. I don't know. Who the fuck is Clark?
Yeah, it's somebody named Clark Hunt. He got something. He get it.
Did he? I don't think he meant to spell it gat.
Nah, he get it.
This isn't fucking.
He get
Malibu's Most Wanted.
You
Remember Malibu?
Traffic. Looking for my traffic. There's a Ford. I get something.
You drop your gats.
You drop your. He get something for you, and he wants you to hit him up right now, 100%.
I don't. I definitely did not hit him up.
Would you like to hit him up now?
But that was no.
You just hit him up. Get it. Get what he
That's so weird. I don't even remember that. I don't. Am I supposed to respond to that now?
Yeah, respond to him. Ask him like, "Hey, Clark, what you get?"
Thank you for noticing my potential, Clark. Odd that that's all you had to say, and then switch subjects to you got something for me. Was it weed? Because normally if somebody has something for me, it's gonna be weed.
Right, which is like, why are we still trying to sell weed over the internet now?
I don't think he was trying to sell it. He had it for me.
Oh, just gonna give you.
It was a gift.
It was a gift.
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet.
Like, you know how you always like give alcoholics like a bottle for like special occasions.
I don't do that. If somebody has a problem, you don't. You're enabling.
But you know that's what they like.
But you know that's what they like.
They don't like anything else. Nothing else excites them.
Right? Yeah.
They need to feel the burn.
And that's what you get for them. You get some alcohol.
Yeah, it's like I got some.
I get some.
I got some. You can't like enunciate the gat. You gotta like just go with it. I got some for you.
I got some for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, hopefully he still has that, because how long ago was that?
14 weeks. I don't think
what month is 14 weeks ago?
Not the math. No,
September, October?
Could be. Sounds good.
I don't know, Clark. Hit me up again.
Clark, he would like that. Whatever you get.
I like
he like it. He like whatever you get.
I would like to receive that.
I'd like that very much, sir. Go ahead.
I would like my gift now.
I'd like my gift now, Clark. if you still get it, I get it.
Yeah. Hopefully Clark, it's not expired.
Does it expire?
Yeah, it dries up. We don't need to talk about moisture again.
Right.
Most things need moisture.
About moisture.
Yeah.
Most things need moisture.
Yeah. One thing that we learned today that needs it, a cat's nose.
I think you know what? We did. We
know that. We
learned a lot about cats. We learned a lot about frogs.
Frogs, that's testosterone is where they get their moisture.
I don't know if that's what we learned.
If you keep that sweet pink in your pocket too long.
Too much.
If you keep it in your pocket too long.
I'm so back and forth on the sweet pink.
It might get a little moist.
Okay. All right.
Because it starts out dry and solid.
I hate it. You know what? You know what? We're off the rails. We're off the rails. All right. Last one. I'm gonna time you 1 minute of wisdom. Can you give us the smartest, most wisdomy, smart wisdom things you know in 1 minute? As many as possible. I'm gonna look for my stopwatch app because I don't know. I can't find it. Can't find the timer at all. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. You gotta think smart pants. Things you know 1 minute. Go.
Smarty pants things that I know. You know what? You gotta stay focused, and you gotta always be patient in anything you're doing. Um, and whenever things are getting tough, you just gotta remember that you can only go so far down before you have no choice but to go up. Uh, and don't listen to anybody that tries to knock you off your path. Uh, they are just miserable themselves and want to bring that on you. So don't ever listen to outside noises that distracts you from what you need to accomplish and what you need to, uh, I don't know, make it through. Is it a minute yet?
3 more seconds.
And
Oh, and that's
hear that
it.
again.
Honestly, very smart, very inspirational. I absolutely loved it. Don't let the haters stop your shine. You know.
Yeah, haters are I mean, haters is such a corny word, but I mean they no, I said it first. It's just
But it's for real though.
but I'll tell you one thing. Uh Once I started getting the ball rolling more and more in comedy, that's when they came.
Yeah.
So it was like when I was when I completely sucked and I was still trying to figure it out and I had no clue how to make it in anything or had no clear path. Everybody was my friend. Everybody, nobody said shit or talked shit. They just supported. But like once you start climbing the ladder more and start showing that you're serious and start showing that you are competition, a lot of times, you start feeling it. And but I mean, that just means you're doing the right thing because that's always going to happen. And that's in anything.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing something creative, you're doing something different. People don't
Mm-hmm.
want you to do something different and go after something different because they feel like they can't, and so they don't like to see you doing it because
Right.
it's like you're kind of breaking the mold. You're doing more too close, too far. Yeah. So
Uh,
they want you to stay in the realm of what's acceptable.
I agree. Yeah. So like you'll have haters within your industry that's like that sees you as competition, so they're not going to necessarily support you as much as they normally would if they didn't see you as competition. But then you have people that are like on that are not in your industry or not trying to do what you do, but of course they want to be successful in whatever they're doing first. And so you'll start noticing that because at first when you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a comedian or whatever you want to be, they're like, okay, go get them. But and they in their head they're like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so
Camera died. Okay, it's fine.
but eventually, yeah, that once they start feeling a certain type of way, and you did nothing to them, and like it's like then that's when it's like, okay, you just got to look at it in a positive. You got to see the silver lining, like, okay, I must be doing something right, and you can't worry about their feelings or like their comfortability and so much where it hinders you from doing what you need to do.
Very true. All right, last question. Last two questions. What's next for you? And do you feel like you're funnier off stage?
Uh, do I feel like I next for me? I will. I mean, I'm always out here in San Diego, performing wherever I can.
Follow Mikey Perry at.
Yeah, follow me at Mikey to the World. It's spelled out just regular letters. I don't know why people think that I used the number 2 in there. I don't eat
All
poop.
letters, no numbers.
There's no numbers. I don't know why I look like a guy that uses the number 2.
You look like a cool guy. Cool guy.
You gotta use that
number
number 2. You got a Z in there somewhere.
There's a Z in there somewhere. I know it's one Z.
Just spell it out, Mikey
dollar
to
sign.
the world. Next for me, I'll be. I mean, yeah, follow me and you'll see where all that's at. Like I said, Eric Esteban, myself.
Going to Shy City.
Yeah, going to Chicago. We're gonna do some shows out there in March. Keith Pedro be coming out here. Another great Filipino Canadian that he's doing really well, blowing up really good. He'll be coming out to American Comedy Company. I want to say February 15th. So I'll be able to. I got a guest set on that one. He's actually taping a special there. So get tickets to that if there's any left. Yeah, that's it.
And come to the next Ube World. You don't want to miss it.
Come to the next Ube World. I'm gonna get it as soon as I get a new date for that. I'll let everybody know.
It's gonna be lit. There'll be dancers.
And I've been told I have probably one of the best flyers for my show. And
All right. And do you think you're funnier off stage?
do I think I'm funnier off stage? I don't. I guess. I mean, I don't. I feel like everybody thinks they're funnier off stage, even non-comedians.
Yeah.
That's like I think that's the main thing that people that they'll say, "Oh, I'll never go on stage." I mean, I'm funny. That's the next thing they'll say. Well, why? I'm funny though. Like I'm a comedian, but like just not up
be
there
on stage.
Yeah, I was like, well then, aren't we all? But yeah, I mean, depends on the mood, depends on the day. But for the most part, I'm like, I'm super chill and like don't want to talk more than I have to. But if I have to send in little quips every now and then, I'll do it. But this was fun. This was
a great time.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite podcasts I've been on.
Boom. Mikey eats poop. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Funnier Off Stage. Thank you so much, Mikey Perry. He does not eat poop. He's fantastic. Catch him on stage because he is funny all the time.
And catch Camille too. She's hilarious.
Ooh, thank you.
She was my feature on the last Ube World.
I got to sneak
crushed
on
it.
But this has been Funnier Off Stage. We had a great time. See you on the next one.
Peace.
God bless America. I gotta go now. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.